Hello, I'm the Who Guy and welcome to this very special video where today we are going to be opening two of the B&M sets released by Character Options, and it is the History of the Daleks set 19. There are two variations to this set, one with a normal plunger Dalek and one with a claw Dalek, and you also get that guard Dalek. So we're going to open these up, have a closer look. Of course, you can only get these in B&M really, which is such a shame because again, it's hard to find these. I as of yet have not seen any. Luckily, I was able to pick these up from a Doctor Who merchandise seller, Doctor Who website where you can buy loads of Doctor Who stuff. Shop for Who is the website name. And if you want to grab some things like exclusive B&M sets or just loads of other Doctor Who items, he's got loads on there. So thank you so much for him. Luckily, he had them for sale on his site, so bought them really quickly. But a fantastic seller, always well packaged. So he gave me this lovely New Year's Christmas card. So go give him some support. So we got these two sets to open in today's video. And if you love anything Doctor Who, make sure to be subscribed and like this video. And you can check out a load of Doctor Who videos that are already published on the channel. Now let's get these Daleks open. Let's go. We've got two sets to open. Let's look at the packaging. Lovely style packaging with the Doctor Who logo there. We get this kind of bronzy, orangey glow to the 9th Doctor's era, so I really do like that. It goes well with the bronze Daleks, actually. We got the parting of the ways there at the top, stating which episode these Daleks are from, and it is featuring an Imperial Guard Dalek and a bronze Dalek. And it, of course, is part of that 5.5-inch collector series range. And you get the limited edition sticker there. And, of course, this is the History of the Dalek set 19, made by Character. Get the Jodie box in the bottom left, and on the side you get just some more lovely detailing on the packaging, and on the back you get a huge write-up all about the parting of the ways and some information about the Daleks inside the set. So let's get this open. So here are the Daleks out of the packaging. Obviously one of these is exactly the same in both sets, so we'll take a look at that one first, and then we'll take a look at the differences of the two different standard Daleks. And here is the Imperial Guard Dalek, and I've got to say, what a wonderful job they have done with this Dalek, especially paint out wise. I think looks exactly like it does in the show and just really pops on your shelf. So of course, starting at the dome, you get the blacked out dome for that Imperial Guard Dalek with the eye stock, and coming down it is very similar to a standard bronze Dalek. You do get the gold band which is present on that 2005 Dalek running down the bottom there, and you get the plunger and normal exterminator gun with this one, but all the divots and bolts have been painted nicely with their different paints and looks really cool. One of the main big differences with this Imperial Dalek is this bright gold and black base that just looks really cool, and the gold on the black really does stand out on this Dalek and really looks cool. And of course the base is this kind of greyish green tint to it. The bolts unfortunately aren't painted on it, which is a bit of a letdown, but this is a B&M set after all. So for articulation, of course, has the caster wheel and the wheels on the bottom, so you can move your Dalek freely. And of course you get the eye stalk, which does move up and down. Head does rotate the full 360. And of course the plunger are on a ball joint, and the gun. So the standard articulation for these Daleks, I wish it did have that kind of hip articulation like the Resolution Dalek, but I know this is the same sculpt they've been using for quite a few years now. But overall, really happy with this Imperial Guard Dalek. Oh, if you wanted to get both of these versions, you would unfortunately have to pick up two sets. The only difference is the accessory, the plunger or the claw. So firstly, taking a look at the standard bronze Dalek, it has been donkey's years since we've just had a standard bronze Dalek. No ifs, no buts, no random attachments, just a standard bronze Dalek. And I love it. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Of course, with the bronze look to the dome there, exactly the same sculpt as that Imperial Dalek. But everything's been painted really well. And you know these by now. But it's really nice to finally have one that is just plain and to army build, and that is what this set is all about. It's going to be about building these Daleks, and I really do like the scuffed base on this. It does look really cool, and it kind of does give each Dalek their own personality, as each base is not going to be the same. It would have been nice just to get two standard bronze Daleks, but I know they wanted to include that parting of the ways Imperial Dalek, but this is really cool with the grey greenish base once again, and just overall a fantastic Dalek, and I'm very happy to have just a standard Dalek in the collection, finally. The new sculpt, of course. And like I said, the only difference with this one is that claw attachment, which, let's say, it does look pretty cool. If not a bit stubby. I don't know if that's just me. However, it does look pretty cool, and I'm very happy to have this finally in the collection. Let's give a bit of difference to the Bronze Daleks, finally having that nice claw attachment, which of course got released back in the day, but to finally have it now on the new sculpt does look pretty neat. So overall, with the standard Bronze Daleks, very happy. It's finally nice to have just your standard Bronze Dalek. I can't say that enough because I've wanted it for so long. Finally got it in the new sculpt. And you see people picking these up at 2 army build. Comparing the two Daleks, this one is just so much better. Of course, the yellowing is just because it's been on a shelf for years or in a shop for years. I got this, I think, in a car boot or charity shop. But just the sculpt is so much superior on this newer version. This one does look a bit cartoonish, and boy, like when this actually does look like the Daleks are in the show. Of course, you don't get the massive plunger exterminator on this or the massive oversized eye. The only thing I would say is better about the original is they did paint the silver bolts at the bottom. Overall, a fantastic set, History of the Dalek set 19. I'm very happy I picked this one up. Thank you again for Shop for Who. Very grateful that luckily he had him on the website for me to purchase. So comment down below, which is your favourite Dalek? And I gotta say my favourite, well, it's a real tough pick. Of course, the Imperial Dalek does stand out from the other two. However, getting finally just a standard Bronze Dalek is really nice, and getting that Claw Dalek as well. So I can't really choose. I love them equally the same. I think they're absolutely awesome. This has to be one of my favourite all-time History of the Dalek set, just because the Bronze Dalek is one of my favourite designs ever. Of course, I grew up with it, so it's going to be... I have a bunch of the old sculpt Daleks. To have this finally new sculpt Dalek just being a plain nice Dalek is really cool. Now I've actually got to find space for them on the shelf, because, yeah, that's looking a bit full.
Maybe just a tad, yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out loads of Doctor Who stuff on the channel. I've been the Who Guy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Daleks.